cold in the attic and try to run them up. In my day, it was the boys who called on the girls.
Young people like to feel like they have secrets. The attic's the only place they can talk.
Talk? That's not what they called it in my day.
I think a little romance may be developing up in our little annex.
We're here much longer. We may even have our own little annex wedding.
Well, frankly, I can't stand much of the silly chatter another moment. And you don't mind not, all right?
So old-fashioned. Guess they don't realize how much more advanced we are.
You look nice.
Really?
Shoes. I've always liked shoes.
Neve always does everything just right.
She likes you a lot.
I love her. But I hate having to be so dependent on her. Aren't you miserable? Being dependent?
I'm not miserable. I mean, not anymore. You know, sometimes when I see you on the stairs, I feel
I feel the same way.
you've changed. I used to think you were a pain in the neck.
I used to see myself as an utterly superficial girl. My life before seemed so unreal. I wouldn't go back to it for the world.
You sure know a lot about yourself. Probably comes from all that writing you do in your diary.
I didn't write what I think, what I feel. I'd suffocate. I want you to feel better one day. I know I can write. I'm my harshest critic. But who knows if I have talent or not? What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Something that doesn't take much brains. Maybe if I had your drive.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's true. I'm a complete idiot.
You're hard on yourself.
I wish. But I didn't have much going for me on the outside.
Oh, Peter, don't you miss? I miss everything. Sometimes at night, I dream that we're back in our old apartment. And then I wake up, and I wonder, why can't I go outside? Oh, Peter, you can see the moon from here. It's beautiful. Look at the moonlight coming in. We're at it.
Are you cold?
No. Well, maybe just a little.
Here.
Peter, have you ever kissed a girl?
I guess so.
You have?
It wasn't a big deal or anything.
Tell me.
Well, I was at my birthday party and I was blindfolded. I don't even know who the girl was.
There's nothing wrong with being kissed or anything. Margot would never kiss a boy unless she were engaged to him, and I'm sure Mother never even touched a man before she met Pin. My girlfriends would say, "Oh, Anne, how shocking!" But it's different now. Here.
You called it our attic before. Did you mean that?
I did.
So, you won't let them stop you from coming up here?
No. I promise. Maybe I can bring my diary up and read you a story sometime.
You have much tomorrow night?
Do you want me to?
I do.
It's 9:05.
I will then.
Evacuating the Jews will begin as we move them by train not once but twice a week, transporting 12,000 Jews a month. This is dirty work, but a mission of great historical purpose. When not a single Jew remains in the Netherlands, people will again walk freely in the streets.
Oh, you're a rat. My God, I don't believe it. The bread! He's stealing the bread!
Herman, for
Quiet.
God's sake.
What's going on? Your husband stealing our bread!
That can't be. What are you doing?
Never before, never before.
I don't believe you! If he steals once, he'll steal again. Every day, I watch the children getting thinner and thinner. And he comes down here in the middle of the night and steals food that should go to them!
Oh my God, my
Mother,
God.
it's only one piece of bread.
Here.
I want him to go. Where? Anywhere.
You don't mean what you're saying.
It would be impossible.
Edith, you know how such a thing.
That has nothing to do with it.
He was desperate. It could happen to any of us. It won't happen again.
Remember, I promised now.
No, I can't take it with them here. They have to go.
You put us on the street?
There are other hiding places. Meat will find you something. Don't worry about the money. I will find the money on the risk of my life.
Mr. Frank, you said you'd never forget what my husband did for you.
If my husband had any obligation to you, it is paid for.
God's sake, Edith, I've never seen you like this.
You can't throw Peter out.
Peter
He
can
hasn't
stay.
done anything.
Peter can stay.
I wouldn't feel right without my parents.
You can't throw them out on the street. They'll be killed.
Right. Mama, you can't send them away. They can stay until me finds them a place. But I don't want him near the food.
Let's divide it up right now.
We are not dividing up some rotten potatoes. Mr. Dizzle, stop. Mr. Dizzle, please. Mr. Dizzle, please stop. I can't bear this.
No.
What's happening?
Margot! Mr. Dussel! Back to your rooms. Mr. Dussel, I believe the potatoes can wait. Just let them wait. Meat? Sour?
Everyone, the most wonderful, most incredible news.
What? What is it?
The liberation. The liberation! Do you hear me? The liberation! You can feel it in the streets. Oh, I came down to tell you before the workmen got here. This is it. They landed on the coast of Normandy.
Wait, the British?
The British, Americans, everyone. More than 4,000 ships. Oh, look, I brought a map.
For over a year.
Cherbourg. The first city. They're fighting for it now.
How many days will it take them from Cherbourg to the Netherlands? Cherbourg, Caen, Bonleva, Paris, and then Amsterdam!
Did you hear that, Herman? We're gonna be free. Soon.
From Europe. The landing was made this morning on the coast of France by troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Let's shut our eyes.
This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plan for the liberation of Europe, made in conjunction with our great Russian allies. I have this message for all of you. Although the initial assault may not have been made in your own country, the hour of your liberation is approaching.
Home, Marco. Can you believe it? Home! I can't even imagine it. We've been away so long.
I can. I can imagine every little detail. The sky, Margot. To ride a bike. To walk along the canal. Oh, everything!
I'm afraid to let myself think about it. To have a real meal. Will anything taste the same? Look the same? I don't know if anything will ever be the same. How can we go back, really? You know what I've decided? To be a nurse for newborns. To go far, far away. How far? Maybe, I don't know, maybe Palestine? Think about it, Anne. We could be back in school by October, September even. Wouldn't that be amazing?
right away, you know. You were the one who made me laugh and laugh. That afternoon, you took me out on the ferry. First, you made me laugh, and then you started to kiss me and kiss me. The kisses were even better than the laughter, remember? You gave me so many. The ferryman kept watching us, and the ferry went off course. And then you made me laugh even more. When we got back, you had such a ravenous appetite. You made that little restaurant open its doors, and you ordered almost everything on the menu. What an appetite, the waiter kept saying. The man can really eat. We'll go back on that ferry one day, Woody, I promise. It won't be long now, and soon I'll be cooking all your old favorites. Sauerkraut with red cabbage, latkes with your cherished applesauce. We'll even go to Burkoff's for cream cakes. But in the meantime, Putty, if you're hungry, hold on to me. Oh, Putty, please just hold on to me.
That night, Hanley appeared to me, dressed in rags, face thin and warm. I could see her eyes. I could read the message in them. Why have you deserted me? Rescue me. Help me. Rescue me from this hell. If only I could. Why have you been chosen to die and I to live? If you survive, I'll take you in. Share everything I have with you. And she looked at me, those big eyes. I saw myself in her place. It reminded me of what my fate might have been.
And so we come to the end of this broadcast from BBC Radio Europe. Till tomorrow, listeners, and we all know, no matter how hard the times, how heavy the separation, we are once more a day closer to deliberation.
Anne, are you coming?
I'm coming.
Is our boy pick themselves? No. Here.
Can I put my jacket on?
Would you like to-
Strawberries. There's nothing I love more.
Can't understand you. Your mouth's too full.
I wouldn't talk. You haven't stopped eating since we came up here.
Look at you. You're all red.
This is a lot better than those green beans we pulled yesterday.
Oh gosh, thought they'd never end.
Every string I pulled made me sure I never want to be just a housewife.
You never will be.
Oh, strawberries. I'd forgotten how wonderful they were.
Of course you forgot. We haven't seen a berry in 2 years.
We ate too many, Putty. Remember how sick you were last night from all the kale soup?
I swear there won't be any left for jam with those three up there.
Mr. Ducey, you're such a worrier. Let the children enjoy themselves. God, these are good.
Can I tell you a secret? Every night I think, they're coming, our liberators!
You know, I bet you both forget about me when we're back with our old friends.
Most of our friends are gone, Peter.
But we'll never forget about you.
Ever.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. As soon as we get out of here, I'm going to make sure no one knows I'm Jewish.
What?
I'm serious. Life would be a whole lot easier if I were Christian.
You mean you'd be baptized?
I don't know. Maybe.
I would never turn away from who I am. I couldn't. Don't you know you'll always be Jewish? In your soul?
It's a wonder I haven't abandoned
Never
all
seen
my
anything stop
ideals.
thought before.
They seem so absurd and impractical. hear the approaching thunder which will destroy us too. I feel the suffering of millions.
No!
Westerbork. Barren heath. Wooden towers where our jailers stand guard. Walls covered with thousands of flies. The 8 of us crammed into Barrack 67. Betrayed. You never know by whom. Our last month together. Our last month. Anne and Peter walking hand in hand between the barracks and barbed wire. Edith, worrying about the children, washing underclothing in murky water. Numb. Margot, silent, staring at nothing. Our last month on Dutch soil. Late August. Paris free, Brussels, Antwerp, but for us it's too late. September 3rd, 1944. 1,000 of us crammed into cattle cars, the last transports to leave Westerbork for the extermination camps. Train. 2 days. 3 nights. In the middle of the 3rd night, Auschwitz. Separation. Men, women. Edith. Margot. Anne. My family. Never again. Selection. Half our transport killed in gas chambers. One day, Peter and I watched a group of men march away. His father among them. Gassed. Peter on the death march to Mauthausen, 3 days before the British arrived. His mother, Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen, Buchenwald, Dresdenstock. They had death unknown. Mr. Dussel dies in the camp. January 27th, 1945. I am freed from Auschwitz. I know nothing of Edith or the children, and then I learned that Edith died in Birkenau of grief, hunger, and exhaustion. The winter of 45, typhus breaks out in Bergen-Belsen, killing thousands of prisoners, Margot among them. Anne's friend Hanley sees Anne through the barbed wire, naked, her head shaved, covered with lice. I don't have anyone anymore, she weeps. A few days later, Anne dies. My daughter's bodies piled into mass graves. Just